Hey, hey, hey. My name is Kiana. You can call me Kiana. Welcome back to another episode of Kiana Speaks. And on this episode of Kiana Speaks, okay, we are going to be talking about Kiana. Okay, specifically, we're going to talk about my new song called Fly High Freestyle. Now, I recorded this song live. If you didn't watch that, then I suggest you go watch that after you get done watching this, and you will be able to embark on a creative journey. I know that is rare in today's age because a lot of people love to get on the mic, but they don't like to get in the lab and create. Okay, we have a lot of artists, and I do say artists loosely who don't really respect the art, don't really value the art, don't really care about the art. They're just in it for the money. So they skip over the creation process and they just like to come into the studio, lay down the track so they can hurry up and get it released and then get out on tour to make their coin. And this is why the music quality in 2025 sucks. But lucky for you, Kiana is here to save the day. Yay! Okay. So, I am bringing you guys real music with substance. Let's say it with me. Substance, substance, substance. Okay, I know that's rare in today's age, but it's okay. I got you. Okay, now I have released a lot of music so far. I released a lot of great music last year, and then the song that we have today is the most recently released music. Now, this song is not on streaming platforms, okay? Because I'm actually debating whether or not I want to release my new songs on streaming platforms. I have some ideas going on in my head. I'm actually thinking about making some changes on how I distribute my music. I am an entrepreneur at heart. I've been doing entrepreneur things since I was very, very young, okay? Although I've had an extensive background in corporate America, entrepreneurship has always been at my heart, and I have sold many things, some successful, some failures. But all in all, I have learned to be a well-rounded, I'm getting tongue-tied, excuse me, to be a well-rounded businesswoman, and I'm going to continue to do that. So with the entrepreneur mindset that I have today as a wiser woman than I was in the past, I'm actually considering going a different route with my future music releases. Okay, so this is why this song right here has actually been put out on every social media platform that I use. It is on X, it is on Facebook, it is on Instagram, it is on TikTok, and of course on YouTube. The full entire song. And I did that because I want people to be able to access the music where they are. I think that's very important. So, like I said, I'm going to be considering how I'm going to make releases in the future, and I'm possibly going to make some differences in how I release this song and my new songs that I've put out in 2025 versus how I did the ones that I released last year. All of my music that I released last year is available on Apple Music, Spotify, and all those streaming platforms. Okay. So, without further ado, let's get into the meaning behind Fly High Freestyle. Now, again, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to enjoy music with substance, okay? I know that most of the music that is pushed to the masses is pure garbage, okay? The subject matter is pure garbage. You have so many artists who are recycling the same subject matter over and over and over and over and over again. They talk about the exact same things, just with a different face, a different body, okay? And all of them have similar styles. Nobody's original, especially on the women's side. Everybody got to wear a lace front. Okay, everybody gotta wear a full face of makeup. Everybody gotta have a BBL. Okay, like it's just no originality. Okay, it's really like sad. But don't worry, cause Kiana is here to save you. Okay. But yeah, I know that, substance is rare today, but I am blessing you with music with substance. And so we're going to talk about the meaning behind this song. Now, it was a freestyle, okay? Like I said, I did record it live. However, that doesn't mean that there isn't deeper meaning to the lyrics. Because as a person who actually creates her own songs, whenever I do freestyle, it's coming directly from my heart. Okay? So in that moment, as you can see if you go back and watch the live replay, I had my eyes closed when I recorded this take. Okay? And the reason why my eyes was closed is because when my eyes are closed, I am taking my focus off of the external world and I'm focusing on my heart 100%. And that's how I'm able to still make meaningful lyrics with my eyes closed, okay? And without writing. In this live, I did not write down anything. I used to that was my normal way of doing things. I would always, write down stuff with a pen or paper, or I would use possibly Google Docs to help me, craft my lyrics. But in this particular song, I chose to stretch myself a little further because I do believe in learning and growth. Say it with me, learning and growth. I know that a lot of artists these days don't know what that means because you have people who've been in the game for 10 plus years and they still have not expanded on their capacity as an artist, okay? They're still doing the same things that they have done from the day they came in the game, which is show up and get on the mic, okay? But these artists today are not stretching their selves. They don't understand what it means to grow. In fact, a lot of artists are being outgrown because they refuse to grow. Now, I'm not going to say no names, but you can take a look at the Billboard charts and you can know who I'm talking about, okay? Because all we see today is a lot of recycled BS. I mean, let's just be honest. Everybody sounds the same, everybody looks the same, and everybody's talking about the same thing. But like I said, I am your superhero. Okay, I'm your music superhero. Okay, I'm coming to save you with some music that has meaning, with some music that has substance. Okay, so anyway, let's get into the Fly High Freestyle. So I want to play the song, and as I play the song, okay, I'm going to take some breaks and I'm going to tell you what I feel the meaning of this song is at this current moment, okay? Because since I recorded this song, I have been listening to this song nonstop every day, okay? So many times a day because I just love it so much and it really speaks to the essence of who I am right now, okay? A lot of my other music, especially my Lotus Scorpion album, was or it is a testament to who I used to be. And Lotus Scorpion is a testament to where I used to be mentally and some of the things that I used to struggle with mentally. And it's a testament to me coming out of those things because you can see at the end of Lotus Scorpion, the last song is called Stronger. And in that song, you can see that I'm saying, like, wow, you know what? All of my trials, all of my hard times, all of my tribulations, they were not meant to take me out, but they were meant to open my eyes and to help me become stronger and to help me become better. And that's how I ended off that album, Stronger, okay? Look at these guns. Don't play with me, okay? And I ain't scared to use them, period, okay? Anyway, so this song is a great representation of where I'm at today, okay? All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hey, yeah, yeah, uh, we flying high. I'm flying high. Look at me. I'm flying high. Can't you see? I'm flying high. Got the victory. Oh, yeah, yeah. Have you ever seen us fly so high? Have you ever seen us get it right? Cause it's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than we. Yeah. Okay. So let's stop it there. A lot was just said. A lot was just said. So the opening of this song, I'm flying high. Look at me. I'm flying high. Can't you see? I'm flying high. I got the victory. Oh yeah. Okay. Period. This is the next step from the songs that I released last year. If you listen to the songs I released last year, it tells Lotus Scorpion tells a story. You can see at the beginning of Lotus Scorpion how I had a very immature and defeated mindset. And by the end, I was empowered and I wasn't even bitter about anything that I went through. Moving on to my other songs, Tell Your Lies, okay? I have been the victim of narcissistic people who refuse to acknowledge who they are. And you know what narcissistic people love to do? They love to lie on the people around them to make themselves feel better, to stay in their cocoon of pride and ego. I have had people lie on my name so bad. People who are close relatives. Okay, I'm not even gonna get into the specifics, but if you from my hometown, you know what I'm talking about. The wickedness that I have endured from relatives. Okay, that's what my song "Tell Your Lies" was about. Because that song right there is about, listen, about me saying, listen, y'all can keep telling them lies all y'all want to. It ain't gonna stop nothing. You just mad because you can't do what I do, but don't be mad at me because I'm just doing what God told me to do. You feel me? That's what the song Tell Your Lies is about. The song Not Crying No More. That's not even about a dude. That's not even about a dude. That's about a narcissistic, abusive relationship that I finally had the strength to separate from. You feel me? I'm not, but I had to tell myself I'm not crying no more. I have went through that. I went through that situation for so many years, bruh. So many years of getting manipulated, lied on, talked down to, kicked while I was down. If I told y'all who this person was, you would be disgusted. But people who know of me, who have interacted with me in real life, they know exactly who it is. But I'm not even gonna get into that in this video. But I'm just saying, my other songs tell a story that lead up to this. Because although I done been lied on, although I done been kicked while I was down by the people who you supposed to be able to go to when you're down. You supposed to be able to go to relatives and family when you're down. You right? You're supposed to be able to go to people who you're related to so they can lift you up when you're down. No, I've had people pull me closer just so they can get a closer hit. Don't think that just cuz somebody helps you physically, that means they care about you emotionally. A lot of people will invite you closer to them so they can get a closer hit. Listen to what I tell you. So don't be accepting everybody. Look, don't let family be your boundary. Don't let relatives be your boundary. I'm preaching to who? I'm preaching right here. Because every relative that invites you closer is not inviting you closer to build you up. Especially when they are wicked minded people who have done nothing for themselves and done nothing for them lives and have for their lives and have not developed themselves at all. So when you're a person who actually trying to do something, especially as a black person, you're amongst people who are related to you who have that crab in a bucket mentality because they never did anything with their lives. Their lives consist of gossiping 24/7. Those people will invite you closer to get a closer hit. Those people will let you come closer, not to build you up. No, no, no. So they can get more information, so they can go and run tell more lies. So they can get you closer to talk crap about you. Some people invite you closer for a closer hit. So you have to have the discernment to realize when people are doing that. It don't matter whether they related to you or not. Point blank, period. Okay. Now, we're going to get into that in another video a whole lot later on down the road, possibly. Because honestly, I don't even give a damn about them people no more, okay? Anybody who believe in lies about me need to go on with the people who telling the lies. Cause all y'all can kiss my big black ass. Okay. Anyway, so this song right here, with back to what I'm saying, where I'm at right now is I'm flying high. I'm flying high above all the bull crap that I went through. And like Candy said, what was her song? Uh, I fly above all the haters. I fly above. I fly above. It's beneath me. Period. Okay. So when I say I'm flying high, that's what I mean. I'm flying high, Look at me, okay? I'm flying high. I don't give a damn about what y'all saying down there. You crab in the buckets? You crabs in a bucket? Who ain't doing shit with your life but sitting up every day gossiping about folks who trying to do better? I don't give a damn no more. I'm flying high above that. Psh. Okay? Flying high like that bird on the string. Psh. I don't give a damn no more. And because I don't give a damn no more, and because God has allowed me to see the bullshit for what it is, it don't affect me no more. So guess what? Not only am I flying high, I'm happy. I got a smile on my face. I got joy in my heart. Okay, that's what flying high means. It don't mean I'm oblivious to the stuff that people were saying behind my back. It don't mean I'm oblivious to the lies that people are putting out about me. I'm aware. I'm aware. But guess what? God has opened my eyes so much. God has strengthened me so much. God has given me so much power. You feel me? I don't care no more. I'm flying high. Shh. I'm flying high. And when I say look at me, I mean look at me now. Cause y'all thought you was finna take me out. You thought you killed my passion. You thought you killed my dreams. You thought. No, look at me. Cause I'm still pressing forward. Look at me. Cause I'm still doing my big one. Keep talking. Cause you ain't gonna be able to ignore me, my baby. Cause I ain't going nowhere. Okay? Keep talking. I'm flying high. Psh, flying high. Look at me. I'm flying high. Can't you see? Okay? Can't you see? That mean no. Can't you see with your third eye? See, y'all, the haters. See, they only can see with their physical eyes. So what they do is they scrolling on your page, either with their real page, they scrolling real slow. They making sure they don't want to tap nothing. Or some of them they using a fake page and they scrolling real, precisely. And you know what they doing with their physical eyes? Oh, that ain't got that many likes. Oh, that ain't hot. Oh, who she thinks she is? It ain't got no likes. It ain't got no comments. When I say can't you see, I'm not talking about this the physical eyes. I'm talking about with your third eye. Because if your third eye is open, you know I'm the shit. Okay? If your third eye is open, you know can't nobody fuck with me. Okay? Put me next to some of the biggest names in music. Put me next to y'all legends, and I guarantee you they could never write a song better than me and perform it better than me. Put me next to them. Put us all in the studio. You name the names. I ain't even gotta name it. Because here's the thing. When I say can't you see, I'm talking about with your third eye. Can't you see that you can name any name on the Billboard charts? They don't fuck with me. And I know you know. And that's why y'all be creeping on my page. Okay? On all my page. That's why y'all be creeping. That's why y'all be worried about the likes and the comments. I'm not worried about that shit. You want to know why? Because my third eye is open and I can see. I can see all the fakes and the frauds in the music industry. I can see all the insecure music artists. I don't care how many Grammys they got. I don't care how many awards Billboard awards they got, MTV or BET. I don't care. They're still frauds, bruh. And them awards don't make them real. The awards just prove that the people are stupid. And I love y'all, but a lot of people are stupid. That's what the awards mean. If you have fraud artists getting awarded for being frauds, that is that award means that the people who are consuming the music are stupid. That's all that means. And don't worry, because like I said, I'm y'all music superhero. I'm coming to save y'all, and I'm coming to open that third eye because y'all need to see what's going on. So when I say, can't you see? No, I'm not talking about with your physical eye. I'm talking about with your third eye. Can't you see? I'm the shit. And these motherfuckers can't fuck with me. Okay? Okay? They can't fuck with me musically. They can't. They can't. And I'm not no industry plant. This is something that's been building up since I was 11 years old. I've been writing music. Okay? I just have not consistently been putting out music. And we're going to get into that in the music, as the song plays, because that ties into some of the stuff I say. Okay, so let's keep it going. Have you ever seen us fly so high? Have you ever seen us get it right? Cause it's bigger than you, it's bigger than me, it's bigger than we, yeah. Sunshine, yeah, we need let's get into the part where I said, have you ever seen us fly so high? Have you ever seen us get it right? What that means, first of all, we talked about the crab in the bucket mentality that is really, really disease like amongst the black community. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. Because it's like, folks seeing you trying to prosper, they love to try to used to be with their lies added on. Okay? They love to try to humble you. You ain't God. Okay? And God, I'm God's favorite. Okay? So can't no man humble me. Because I humble myself before the Lord every day on my knees and in prayer. So keep it going. But anyway, have you ever seen us fly so high? Have you ever seen us rise above the bullshit like this authentically? Nope. You ain't seen it. You ain't seen it. You ain't seen us fly so high like this. Because I can't think of one major black female artist that is authentic. Meaning, she writes her own music, even knows how to produce. She wears her real hair, wears her real face, wears her real eyelashes, wears her real body. Name one. Name one. Put it in the comments. Name a major black female artist who is as authentic as moi, who is as authentic as Keonna. Now, this is not arrogance, you guys. This is truth. Name it. Name one. Name one. Name one black female artist who is proud of her real true blackness, who wears her real hair, her real face, okay? Her real body, okay? Who makes her own songs, who can produce her own songs, and then who can write songs and produce it live like I have. Name it. So you ain't never seen us fly so high like this. Like I'm flying. I'm flying. I am high above your favorite artist, my love. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not below. You don't be mad at me. You just need to take that up with God. Okay? You need to take that up with God. But that's the truth. You ain't never met somebody fly so high like me. Now y'all might be ignorant enough to say, "Oh, you ain't worn this. You ain't it. Fuck all that fake ass shit." Didn't Kanye tell y'all a long time ago all that shit was fake? So don't come to me telling me about nobody's award winning, none of that. All that shit is manufactured. Okay? But the realness is right in front of you. You ain't never seen nobody fly like me. Okay? But I don't want to be the only one. That's the thing. You feel me? I want to see other black female artists get up and be themselves and be proud of it. I wasn't always at this place. You can tell by my last album. I used to have insecurities. Okay? I used to have insecurities just like everybody else. But see, when God has his hand on you, he'll pull you up out of the lies of the enemy. And it is a lie to think that black women are not enough naturally. In fact, did you know that it became in some country somewhere it was outlawed for black women to even wear their hair like this. You want to know why? Because white women were jealous that black women in our natural hair like this were taking up all the attention and we were getting the attention of white men. So they made it a law that black women had to wear scarves over their head. I'll have to find the video that I have seen this on. And but yeah, so black women were required to wear scarves over their head. Okay, but what black women did is they started making the scarves pretty and fashionable. Okay, but yes, you better love what you got. You better love what you got. See, the trick of the enemy is to make black women think that this ain't good enough. No, that's the trick. Because if they can make us think that this is not beautiful, then guess what black women are gonna do? They're gonna cover it up. They're gonna cover it up with a wig that look like somebody else's hair that don't even match our hair texture. But see, that's a lie of the enemy. So when I say I'm flying high, it's not really just about physical things. It's more spiritual. It's because God has worked on me so much to release and break so much of the yoke of the enemy. So much of the oppression has been released off of me. You feel me? And I'm flying high, baby. I'm flying higher than your favorite artist because they sitting up there looking like a clown. Okay, you know a clown wear a wig and clown wear a whole nother face. That's what our black women out here looking like. And I used to do it. I'm not here to judge you, but I am here to tell you the truth. Okay, so when I say, have you ever seen us fly so high? Have you ever seen us get it right? Okay, I'm getting it right. Cause I'm doing it authentically. Enter in through the narrow gate, my love. I'm entering in through the narrow gate. Cause the wide gate is the path that leads to destruction. And the wide gate, as a music artist, is when these women get up here and they use their sexuality to sell music. And they put on, they have to paint on a whole nother face before they get in front of people, and they have to put on a whole wig that somebody with somebody else's hair before they get in front of other people, and they have to go and get surgeries or take Ozempic to slim their body down before they get in front of other people. That's the broad gate. And it leads to destruction because all those women at the end of the day are insecure, and men. When you gotta do all that, you insecure. Period. So I'm getting it right. I ain't gonna say I was always here, but I'm here now. You feel me? And I want other people to be here because our little black girls deserve better. The people in the world deserve better. The people deserve authenticity. Period. The people, the music lovers deserve authenticity. Okay? And so when I say, but it's bigger than you, it's bigger than me, it's bigger than we, that's what I mean. It's really bigger than me. I'm telling the truth about what I've done, you know, but it's bigger than me. And it's bigger than you. It's bigger than we. It's really about what God wants. Okay? God wants us to set a good example for the next generation. What better example do we set for the next generation of music artists other than learning how to love ourselves authentically? Because so many music artists, and I do say music artists like that because they ain't artists, they puppets. But y'all know what I'm talking about. So many of them, they live in a prison. They can't get up on camera with no makeup and no wig on, child, and no shaper because the BBLs is out of control and they look a mess. They can't do that. We owe it to the future generations to set a better example because the music is dying out. The music is sad. The mainstream music is sad right now. It's sad. Like I said, the same subject matter has been reproduced over and over and over and over and over and over again, and the people are sick of it. I know I'm sick of it, and I know y'all was sick of it. Anyway, so you get what I'm saying when I say it's bigger than you, it's bigger than me, it's bigger than we. It's really about setting a better example for the future generation of music artists. Because music is very important in our world. Music heals pain. Okay? So we need to create better music to help people. A lot of this music that's out is not helping people. It's sending people deeper into a damn depression. Because the music lacks substance. Okay? So that's what that stuff means. So let's keep going. Sunshine. Yeah, we need to clear our minds. Sunshine. Yeah, we need to clear our minds. Sunshine. Yeah, we need to clear our minds. I'm never giving up again. All right. So, wait, where is my mic? Oh, sunshine. We need to clear our minds. If you know, you know. 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 Okay. And then, so what's about to come up is the part where I say I'm never giving up again. Yeah, I know they thought it was the end. I have. So this ties back to what I said before. I have been writing music years young. Okay. Okay. For 21 years. No, I'll say 10. About 10 or 11. So 22 years. 22 years I have been writing songs. Now, have I been putting out songs for 22 years? No. Because I have always had some hateration going on and people discourage me from moving forward with my passions. So, I would put out music and then I would delete it. I would create social media profiles, promote myself, and then I would end up eventually deleting it, right? Now, at those times, I was not seeking a relationship with God. I had a relationship with God because I, grew up in church. But having a relationship with God and seeking to know God better is two different things. Now I'm in a place in my life where I seek God every single day. And so, with that, God has given me a revelation about rejection. The revelation that God has given me about rejection is that's just an attack. That's an attack on your destiny. So when you get rejected by people, don't if you let people's rejection define your actions, you will never prosper. So now I have that revelation, and now I'm flying high, and I don't give a damn what y'all say, cause I'm not gonna stop, and you cannot ignore me because my music is so powerful. You can try to ignore me, but it ain't gonna last that long. Okay? You can try, my love, but you're not gonna be able to ignore me for that long because I'm serving up something real, something raw, something authentic, something fresh, and something that is timeless. While everybody else on the Billboard charts are using the same writers, the same producers, same subject matter, just recycled. So y'all not gonna be able to ignore me. Okay, you can try. It ain't okay. It ain't gonna last that long. Okay, but it don't matter how much rejection I get. It ain't gonna stop this flow. Period. Okay, it ain't gonna stop. So you might as well bet on the winning team because when God is on my side, honey, all things are possible. I can do all things through Christ. Okay. Anyway, so that's what that means. I'm never giving up again. I have given up so many times before because of the tricks of the enemy. I took rejection as a sign that maybe I shouldn't do it. When no, 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 no. Had I been seeking God, I could have got this revelation earlier, and God told me, no, 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 rejection, no, no, no. That's just an attack on your destiny. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I told you this is where you belong. So you need to keep getting up, doing the work, and doing what you got to do so that you can get where you belong. That's what God told me. Told me not to worry about that damn rejection. Because the word says that I am the head and not the tail. Whoop. That eyes have not seen, the ears have not heard all the things that God has in store for me. You feel me? So I had two choices. I could either continue to focus on the rejection or I could continue to focus on what the word says I am. Okay? And that's where I'm at now. So that's why I'm never giving up again. Period. Because I'm seeking the Lord and the Lord is empowering me. Okay? So I'm never giving up again. Yeah, I know you thought it was the end. No, 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 no. But you're going to see me win again. You're going to see me win again because the world has no choice but to make way for this queen. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, I know they thought it was the end, but you're gonna see me win again. I'm coming back for everything I lost, and I'm walking real. Okay, I'm coming back for everything I lost. Y'all, I have gained and lost so much over the past um 24 years. No, 14 years. Over the past 14 years since I became an adult. I'm 32 on paper, but in my heart and in my mind, I'm really 21. Okay, I'm young. I'm really young. In my heart and my mind, I'm 21, but on paper, I'm technically 32. But yeah, so y'all have gained and lost so much by because of ignorance of the revelations that God has blessed me with today. You feel me? Okay? So it's okay. It's okay. Because see when you're ignorant of certain truths, then the people can play with you and it work. People can manipulate you and it work. People can do witchcraft on you and it will work when you're ignorant of certain truths, especially a lot of spiritual truths, okay? So when I tell you that I have people playing on my head top, especially as a black woman, y'all think it's a game. Yeah, y'all really think it's a game. No, a lot of people have been brainwashed to subconsciously devalue black women, and y'all don't understand the things that black women go through every single day because y'all are working for the enemy. Most of y'all, you doing exactly what you're brainwashed to do. So you can't have no compassion for a black woman because you are already brainwashed to destroy the black woman. but y'all do it in subtle ways, okay? And this is why a lot of black women depend on God, because that gives us the strength to persevere. And this is why black women are the most educated demographic in the country. You think they did it just off the strength of y'all? No. You know how, look, I'm not even a big person when it comes to school, traditional schooling, because I feel like a lot of it is bullshit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like a lot of traditional schooling is bullshit. It's just, it's something to make people feel like they doing something, because real learning, a lot of the most important things I have learned will never be taught in any school up into college. You feel me? And so this is why I can get up and be confident and comfortable with being myself in front of y'all, because I'm a student of life. I'm a learner. I love to learn. Schooling and learning is a little different. However, I'm not going to devalue the sacrifice, the time, the commitment that it takes for somebody to get a degree in this day and age. Y'all have no idea what it takes a black woman in America to not only do that shit, to do it with grace. Because the shit that black women go through every day, y'all try to downplay. That's because y'all brainwashed and y'all working for the enemy. But it's okay. I already told y'all that's the trick of the enemy, to devalue black women. Okay, that's the trick of the enemy. But it ain't work, because you can't stop God. You can't stop God. Okay. So anyway, going back to the topic at hand. Let's just keep playing. Yeah. You thought it was yeah. You thought it was the end. You're gonna see. Oh, what did I just say? Child, I didn't throw myself off. Hold on. Let me rewind it. Real good now, and I'm coming back for everything I lost. Oh yeah. That's what I was talking about. Coming back for everything I lost. So yeah. So it has been a hard journey as an independent black woman, as a single mother, taking care of my child by myself primarily. Okay, by myself. I never got child support a day in my life, period. Okay. My son is now 16 years old. Okay. So living as a single mother, trying to make my way in this world, which is a white male dominated industry for most of my corporate career. I bought my first house when I was 24. I sold it. I forgot how old I was when I sold it. But it was a few years ago. I just sold it a few years ago. Um, all of that. I went through so much that I won't even make the time to talk about here. A lot in my personal family relationships, and when I say family, I do mean like this, because the motherfuckers ain't my family. Every relative ain't family. Okay, a relative is not automatically family. A relative is not automatically family. Remember, I told you that. Okay. So anyway, being manipulated, going through a narcissistic abusive relationship for my entire life that I just cut off now at 32. I just cut it off completely, detached. Going through that my whole life, I lost so much. But I'm coming back for everything I lost, because God has given me the strength, God has given me the revelation, God has given me the wisdom on how to do it. Okay? I'm coming back for everything I lost. And I don't care who's in my way. You better move out my way, because you cannot stop this. You don't catch these holy hands trying to get in my way. Okay? Because I will bless you with these holy hands. No, but for real. For real. Listen. There's a such thing called as a holy ass whooping. You can catch these holy hands. You can catch these holy hands. It's like I'm just playing. Anyway, I'm coming back for everything I lost. So move out my way. You better move out my way, and I'm not playing. You better move out my way. Okay, that's what that means. All right, let's continue. Lost, and I'm walking real good now, and I'm feeling real hood now, real ghetto, fabulous, and I don't care what you say, you in the dust. All right, and I'm walking real good now. That means the Lord is on my side. I'm tapped into the Holy Ghost. Okay, Look, I'm walking real good. I ain't got no fear. No fear. No fear. Period. I'm walking real good. My head is up high. Okay? I believe in myself like never before. Walking real, real good. And I'm feeling real, real hood now. Look, I was born in the hood. Okay? You feel me? When my mama gave birth to me, like to act like she bougie, she took us to the projects. We was living in the projects. Okay? We was living in the projects. Now we didn't live in a couple different projects here in my hometown. Okay, and then when we moved out the projects, we was still in the hood a little bit. We was in the hood for a little while. Then we eventually got out the hood and got into a little a little upper class ghetto. We got into the upper class ghetto, okay? But what that means is, people try to use the word ghetto as an insult. That ain't no damn insult to me. Okay? Everything black folk do that's not whitewashed, that's not Orange County, that's not goddamn what? Everything that we do that's not whitewashed and not elite. You want to call ghetto? Kiss my ass. I call it fabulous. You can call it ghetto all you want to. You can call me ghetto all you want to. I'm fabulous. Okay? So when I say and I'm walking real, real good now, and I'm feeling really, real hood now. That's me just embracing who I am. You can embrace classism all you want to and sit up on your high horse with your boring ass, but I'm gonna be me. And see, I know in some previous videos I said, the Lord is working on me, and I'm trying to grow. No, but the Lord told me, hold on, Keonna, no, I need you to. You can still grow, but I need you to be yourself. So I ain't gonna never sit here and talk like somebody who's not me. Okay? Point blank, period. So when I say and I'm feeling real, real hood now, that's me just embracing where I come from. Okay? Yes, I come from the hood. Yes. Okay, I was a little girl seeing my mama fight other women. That's what the fuck happens in the ghetto. That's what the fuck happens in the hood. Okay? You know? Yes. But it's okay because I know how to fight. So you feel me? So it's all good being from the hood because I know how to get somebody these holy hands if I need to. You feel me? I know how to defend myself because my mama always told me, you know what I'm saying, don't hit nobody first. But if somebody hit you, beat their ass, okay? You know? And as a former substitute teacher, this is something that, so let me give you a little backstory. I know I'm getting off topic, but listen, this is funny. I was a substitute teacher this year, a long-term substitute. So when I'm a substitute, I got to put my professional, hat on. So I was a co-teacher in the class with a Filipino lady. She's from the Philippines. Okay, this is her first time ever teaching, her first year ever teaching. I come in to replace the white lady who was in there with her. Child, we had 25 kids in that class. Them kids was running amok on them teachers. You hear me? Them kids was running circles around them teachers. When I came in there, I said, what? So when I came in, child, I had to talk to the kids in the language that they understand. Like I'm talking to y'all now. When I talk to those kids like this, or they didn't play with me. Because I was like. Now, we're not going to have all this running around this classroom. So find your seat and find it right now. Child, when I tell you they would find their seat, when she talked, they would ignore the hell out of her. And it was just like, oh my God, like it was some Twilight shit. I kid you not. I really cannot make this up. How they ignore, like she was very soft spoken. She's a wonderful lady. Very smart. She's a good ass teacher. But so she had issues with behavior because the kids was running down. They did not listen to her when she told them to do stuff. But when I got them to listen, she was able to do her thing, and she's a bomb ass teacher. But she's a lot more soft spoken. She's from the Philippines, and child, them kids didn't listen to her. But when I came in, and they didn't listen to that white lady either. Cause see, the white lady, she wasn't as soft spoken as the Filipino lady, but the white lady, when she would get upset, she would just scream at them. Sit down. Them black kids didn't. Child, them black kids didn't give no damn about her screaming. They was laughing. Okay, so cause the first day I came, I got to see the white ladies was still there, so I got to see how both of them, acted. Child, them kids was not scared of that white lady. But when I came in, And I talk to them like their grandmama talk to them. Oh, child. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. But anyway, we had a problem in the classroom with the kids hitting each other. And so she would come and talk to me and she would be like, every time I tell them stop hitting each other, they always tell me that that my mama said if somebody hit them, that they need to hit them back. And she was like, I don't know what to. She was basically like, I don't know what to do because, um, they can't do that in school. Da 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 da. So I had to tell her, because again, she's new to America. She just came over here. This is her first year teaching, straight up new to America. So I had to school her on hood culture, okay, black culture. And I had to say the reason why they do that. No, 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 because she said she didn't know that their parents was telling them that. She was like, no, no, yes she did, yes she did. And I had to tell her, I said the reason why they do that. I said it's part of our culture. I said unfortunately that's a problem that we're going to have because when I grew up, my mama and my daddy them told me the same thing. If somebody hit you, beat their ass. You don't let nobody beat you up. Okay, so so she was like, oh, I was like, yeah. I said that's gonna be a tough battle. I said because they're getting taught this at home. You feel me? That's part of the culture. You can call it right, you can call it wrong, or whatever. You don't let nobody beat your ass. I told my son the same thing. So, and I still tell him that. But I also teach my son. The difference is I teach my son de-escalation methods. You feel me? So I teach my son ways to de-escalate. Now that I'm wiser, I'm older, and I actually read a lot of books and stuff. So I teach my son de-escalation methods so that he don't feel like fighting is just the first thing he has to do. I teach him how to recognize when somebody getting ready to act a fool and to how to cut the shit off before it even get to that point. But I also teach him that, if somebody is having a hard time understanding your niceness, then maybe you might need to put them holy hands on them. Okay? And that's just what it is. Okay? But anyway, so that's what that part means. And I'm feeling real, real hood now. And then so what I'm about to say coming up next is real ghetto fabulous. That's just a play on how y'all bougie ass, boring ass people love to look at people with pizzazz, star power, style that's not whitewashed and boring. And y'all like to call it ghetto as an insult. You can't insult me by calling me ghetto. Okay? Because I call it fabulous. So you boring. You have no style. You have no personality. You are so whitewashed. And you think you insulting me by calling me ghetto. You're not. Okay? Because I'm more entertaining than you. And I always will be. Okay? Thank you. So anyway, let's keep it going. Let's finish out the song. Okay? Let me rewind it just a smidget. Real ghetto, fabulous, and I don't care what you say, you in the dust. Oh, okay, real quick about that part. I don't care what you say, you in the dust. Okay, that just means that all the people who like to call me ghetto, or say something I wear is ghetto, or say what I do is ghetto, or how whatever is ghetto, I don't care what you say. You're in the dust. When I was a cheerleader, we had this cheer. Another one bites the dust. Say what? Another one bites the dust. Hey, another one bites the dust. Say, I don't remember the other parts of the cheer, but one of the parts of the cheer was another one bites another one bites the dust. Say what? You done bit the dust when you came up against me, okay? You are already under my feet. You're under my feet. The Bible say that. The 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 righteous people, we have our enemies under our feet. So I don't care what you say. You can call me ghetto as an insult. I don't care. I call it fabulous. And guess what? You're under my feet. You're in the dust. You're eating the dust because you're under my feet. That's what that means. I don't care what you say. You're in the dust. You're under my feet. And I'm flying high. So keep talking. Cause you down there and I'm up here. I don't care if you got more money than me. I don't care if you got more connections than me. You're still in the dust. Okay? There is nothing you can say. Classism does not work to oppress me, my love, because I got God. You feel me? If you have to rely on classism to make yourself feel better, you're in the dust already. That's what that means. Period. Have you ever seen us fly so high? Have you ever seen got for you guys. So we just went through the meaning behind the Fly High Freestyle. Okay. So go listen to that song over and 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 over again so that I can get my Grammy in 2026. Okay. So that I can be one of the first real independent artists to win a Grammy for Song of the Year. Cause you already know what's finna be Song of the Year. Cause ain't nobody fucking with me. Okay. It's Keonna. Some call me Keonna Hamlet, but that last name will be removed one day soon. Uh, my name is Keonna. I love you. And in the meantime, while you're waiting for my next piece of content, you can go listen to all of my wonderful songs. Some of them are on my YouTube exclusively. Okay, this song is on every platform, but I do have like four songs that are only on my YouTube channel, okay? But the rest of my songs are on Apple Music and Spotify and all those music streaming platforms, okay? Let's see, you can also go to my website, KeonnaHamley.com, and check out my travel blog. Or you can also go to Amazon.com, search my name, and order some of my books. If you want to know my story, my personal story, a little deeper, go order my book, Bullies Didn't Break Me. I get much deeper into the shenanigans that has been the pains and trials and tribulations of my life in that book. And but make sure you got some tissue nearby because it's gonna make you cry. And yeah, it's 100% truthful, 100% from my heart. And I just thank God for giving me the power, the strength, the courage to speak my truth and to put myself out here and to love myself and to love the work that I have created. I'm very proud of all of my songs. All of my songs are hit records, period, point blank. I don't care what you say. Go tell your mama, go cry to your mama, go cry to your daddy, go cry to your auntie. I don't care. Okay? Your favorite artist ain't fucking with me. And I do mean that respectfully.